To wake up in the morning to the quiet of the cove and hear Aunt Bessie talking to herself, and to hear poor Uncle John mumbling wishes to O'Nell, it made me feel like everything was fine. I was born down by the water, it's here I'm gonna stay. I've searched for all the reasons why I should go away, but I haven't got the thirst for all those modern day toys, so I'll just take my chances with those saltwater joys. Following a little brook as it trickles to the shore in the autumn when the trees are flaming red, kicking leaves that fall around me, watching sunset paint the hills, it's all I'll ever need to feel at home. This island that we cling to has been handed down with pride by folks who fought to live here, taking hardships all in stride, so I'll compliment her beauty, hold on to my goodbyes, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys. How can I leave those mornings with the sunrise on the cove and the gulls like flies surrounding Clayton's wharf? Platter's Island wrapped in rainbow in the evening after fog, the ocean smells are perfume to my soul. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds, so I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater toys. Some go to where the buildings reach to meet the clouds, where warm and gentle people turn to swarming faceless crowds, so I'll do without their riches, glamour and the noise, and I'll stay and take my chances with those saltwater joys.
Good evening and welcome to This Week in Review. Tonight in our stories we have LOBA sale, Respect Day at the school, construction on the new ferry terminal, campaign Sight First. Please stay tuned for these stories after this.
We are kids.
Wish kids.
10,000 kids.
We are brave.
We are strong.
We are fighters. Some days are good, some days are bad.
Some of us make it.
Some of us don't.
My wish will make me strong.
The Children's Wish Foundation of Canada.
Does a wish make a difference?
You bet.
You bet.
Imagine the difference a wish can make.
Only 2 more needles till my wish.
Please give today.
The LOBA had their fall sale on November 23rd. Tickets were sold on various items, and a Share the Wealth bingo game was held afterwards. The winners of the tickets draw were door prize June Anderson, turkey June Anderson, ham Minnie Randall, praying angel doll Betty Strickler. The LBA would like to thank all who supported their sale. It was greatly appreciated. Burgess Academy held a Respect Day on Friday. The main focus of the Respect Day was education against bullying, with the theme Stand Up. Activities took place in school the entire day. It started off in the gym with group activities. Sarah Dunford sang the song Welcome to My Life by Simple Plan. The words were on a projector so the students could follow along with Sarah and understand the meaning of the song.
Down, do you ever feel out of place? Like somehow you just don't belong. No one understands you. Do you ever wanna run away? Do you lock yourself in your room with the radio on turned up so loud and no one hears you screaming? No, you don't know what it's like when nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be me, to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, to feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life. Do you wanna be somebody else? Are you sick of feeling so let down? Are you desperate to find something more before your life is over? Are you stuck inside a world you hate? Are you sick of everyone around with their big fake smiles and stupid lies? But deep inside you're bleeding. No, you don't know what it's like when nothing feels alright. You don't know what it's like to be me, to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, and no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life. No one ever lied straight to your face. No one ever stabbed you in the back. You might think I'm happy, but I'm not gonna be okay. Everybody always gave you what you wanted. It never had to work, it was always there. Don't know what it's like to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like to be hurt, to feel lost, to be left out in the dark, to be kicked when you're down, feel like you've been pushed around, to be on the edge of breaking down, no one's there to save you. No, you don't know what it's like. Welcome to my life.
A skit was put off by the Respect team about bullying. It was about a young boy being picked at because of his style of clothes, and the other students supported him by helping him out. The Respect team members also done talks and activities in different classrooms. Most of the students had their lunch in the gym. A trivia game was held similar to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, with questions centering around bullying. Names were drawn from a bag. There were 3 contestants: Nikita Fudge, Brandon Skinner, and Tiffany Spencer. After lunch, the students were entertained by Fergus O'Brien. This entertainment portion of the day will be shown at a later date.
They all say they'd like to look back by and by. They won't do it, I know. watch them go. They pass by my door just to bid me adieu, chasing their dreams, hoping one will come true. And I wish them well in whatever they do. Bless their wandering soul, and I watch them go. Bless their wandering soul, and I watch them go. And I watch them go.
Work has begun on the ferry wharf for the construction of the ferry terminal. The day I took my camera out to see what was happening, Hydro was relocating a pole and wire so they would not be in the way for construction. Some of the area was already leveled out with gravel. I will try and keep you updated as progress is being done with this construction. Try your luck and play TV bingo sponsored by the Sand and Sea Committee. Cards are 6 for $5 and can be bought from any member of the Sand and Sea Committee or in most stores in town. Did you know that in Canada, 1 in 9 people over the age of 65 will develop irreversible vision loss? 2.1 million people between the ages of 43 and 75 are affected by age-related macular degeneration, Canada's leading cause of blindness. More than 600,000 Canadians have a seeing disability. Campaign Sight First is sponsored by the Lions Club International. Lions President Max Pink asked me to play the short video for you.
In 1925, Helen Keller challenged Lions to become Knights of the Blind. In the decades since Lions accepted that challenge, great strides have been made in the fight against preventable and reversible blindness. But never before have Lions had such a tremendous impact on the devastating effects of blindness as in the past 17 years. Since 1990, Lions' Sight First program has restored sight or prevented vision loss for more than 27 million people. By building hundreds of eye hospitals, clinics, and wards, by performing more than 7 million cataract surgeries, by bringing river blindness to the brink of elimination in many parts of the world, Sight First programs mean the gift of sight to those who would otherwise live in darkness. While the sheer number of those saved from blindness by SightFirst programs is staggering, the true magnitude of these efforts cannot be understood without hearing the actual stories of those who are helped. Each of these 27 million people whose sight has been saved by SightFirst has a story, a family, and a face. In Africa, things as innocent as a child's touch or the water in a wash basin can carry the threat of trachoma, one of the world's leading causes of blindness. After repeated infections, the eyelashes turn inward to scar the delicate surface of the eye, causing blindness. But because of SightFirst, many families receive the fresh water and education that helps them prevent the disease. In addition, Lions give those already infected the surgeries and antibiotics they need to save their vision. Tukarui Otuno suffered from the blinding effects of trachoma. After years of this painful condition, his scarred eyes were gradually clouded. Thanks to SightFirst, he received a sight-saving trichiasis surgery to reverse the effects of repeated and painful infections. He can see again, an experience he describes in such awe as being reborn. In Lithuania, SightFirst funding has provided much-needed vision equipment to the Kaunas University of Medicine in Lithuania, where Pliauga, a baby boy of just 9 weeks, was born. The infant needed a laser treatment for a condition known as retinopathy of prematurity, which he received at Kaunas. Without this treatment, he would face lifelong vision impairment, or blindness. But because of SightFirst, his vision was preserved. Dr. Gelsnes, who performed the surgery, said, "We are very happy to be able to use a SightFirst provided laser for the treatment, and we are very grateful to Lions for their help." One day, this small patient will also thank the Lions. The beautiful mountains near Chiapas, Mexico, hold a very real threat to the vision of local inhabitants. Residents like Hilario know the threat of river blindness through the bite of parasite-carrying flies all too well. Through the SightFirst program, Lions help provide drugs to prevent river blindness. Millions of doses have helped to bring this blinding disease to the brink of elimination in Latin America. 12 or 15 years ago, Hilario said, when help first came, they insisted we take medicine that would kill the worm that made us blind. We know with this medicine we will not get sick or become blind like my mom and dad. We all know that the Lions across the globe are dedicated to helping us. May God bless the Lions. Out of nearly 500 individuals screened at a remote SightFirst eye camp in Kathmandu, Harimaya Gimire was one patient that was hard to forget. At 109 years old, she is slightly stooped but has a gracious demeanor and warm smile. She was desperate for eye care, and her grandson carried her on his back for miles so she could attend the screening and receive treatment. Her story shows how far individuals will go to receive eye care and how far Lions will go to provide it. Lions' work through SightFirst changes lives. "66-year-old Leonard Penner, a lifelong resident of Manitoba, Canada, can now see if the electric burners on his stove are on or off. I used to have to touch them just to be sure," he says. Leonard's vision was restored through 2 cataract operations. The equipment that allowed him to have the operation was donated by Lions. "I really appreciate all the Lions have done. The difference is hard to describe. I can see so much now that I missed before," says Penner. Around the world, Lions and Special Olympics partner to bring much-needed vision screening to athletes through the Opening Eyes program. In Wisconsin, Cindy Bentley's life was changed. At an Opening Eyes screening, glaucoma was found in one of her eyes. With Lions' help, she was able to get it treated immediately. "Lions are not only helping people see," she said, "they are heroes." Haley Grant was born with partially formed retinas. Today, Haley is like many 12-year-old girls, bright, dedicated to school and computer work, and most of all, excited to hang out with friends. When expert resources such as local Lions clubs partner with organizations like the Dike Center, a low vision assistance center, the Grant family can provide a solid foundation for Haley. Her mother says the Dike Center and Lions clubs have supported both our family and Haley in a number of ways. We are extremely grateful. Lions clubs offer support and hope for the future of our children. These are just a few of the millions of lives that have been changed through Lions' work as Knights of the Blind. Every one of the 27 million people whose sight has been restored or blindness prevented is another smiling face, another person now able to see the world around them. Lions, you can help. Through your support of Campaign Sight First 2, we will continue our work as Knights of the Blind and turn these success stories into many millions more.
This concludes our programming for tonight. Thank you for watching. Good night.